Welcome to Storytime with Killian Flynn. Today's story is The Forgotten Ones, an action thriller by Killian Flynn. The old prison on Blackwater Island had been abandoned for over 30 years. Officially, it was decommissioned due to structural decay, but the locals knew better. They spoke of the prisoners who were left behind, locked away in the darkness, their screams swallowed by the ocean. They were never found. Now, Blackwater Prison stood as a crumbling husk, shrouded in mist and superstition. No one dared to approach it, except for those desperate enough to take the risk. Jaxon Reed was one of them. A former Marine turned treasure hunter, Jaxon specialized in recovering lost artifacts from places where others feared to tread. He didn't believe in ghosts, only in what could be sold to the highest bidder. Blackwater Prison held something valuable, something people were willing to kill for. "You sure about this?" Devon, his partner, adjusted the strap of his rifle as they approached the rusted gate. "We get in, grab what we need, and get out. Simple." Jaxon pushed open the gate, the metal groaning in protest. "That's what you said last time," muttered Chloe, their tech specialist. Jaxon ignored her. They had a job to do. The three of them slipped inside, their flashlights slicing through the thick darkness. The air was damp, reeking of rot and seawater. Somewhere in the distance, a metal door clanged shut, though none of them had touched it. Chloe shivered. "Maybe we should." A sudden noise cut her off, a faint shuffle like footsteps echoing down the empty hall. Devon raised his rifle. "We're not alone." Jaxon tightened his grip on his knife. "Probably just the wind." Then the lights flickered on. For a moment, none of them moved. The prison had no power. The fluorescents buzzed overhead, casting long shadows across the peeling walls. Doors that had been rusted shut for decades now stood wide open, revealing cells that were occupied. Jaxon's breath caught. Figures stood inside the cells, unmoving. Their skin was stretched tight over their bones, eyes hollow, mouths frozen in silent screams. They looked human, but something was wrong. Terribly wrong. "No! Freaking way!" Chloe breathed. One of them moved, its head twisted toward them, slow and unnatural, like a marionette on frayed strings. Then the others turned, one by one, their empty eyes locked onto the intruders. Then they charged. Jaxon barely had time to react. He shoved Chloe back, firing his pistol into the nearest one. The shot echoed down the hall, but the thing didn't fall. It kept coming. Devon opened fire, bullets ripping through flesh that should have collapsed, but the creatures didn't stop. "We need to get out. Now!" Jaxon grabbed Chloe's arm, dragging her toward the exit. Devon covered their retreat, his rifle spitting fire. "Go! Go!" They sprinted down the hallway, past the cells of the forgotten prisoners, past the bodies that had refused to die. The doors ahead of them slammed shut. Jaxon cursed, turning to find another way, just as Devon was yanked into the darkness. His scream cut short. Chloe sobbed. "What the hell are they?" Jaxon had no answer. But as the howls of the Forgotten Ones echoed through the prison, he realized one thing. They were never supposed to leave this place alive. Thank you for listening to Storytime with Killian Flynn. If you like his stories, go ahead and read some of his books. Check out his diaries, bio, links, and description. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this podcast.